You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together. Sean, I had one of those moments in Pokopia today. Like when you find the run button in a game 20 hours in and you're like, son of, I didn't even know this existed. Okay.
It tells you in the tutorial.
So Sean, have been farming basically field grass blocks because they're green and they're pretty and that's what I want. But I can't find them anywhere anymore because I've basically used all of them. So
have you got any barren dry ones?
Well, yeah, but I didn't want barren dry ones. I wanted the field grass ones.
Yeah, but you can use the barren dry ones and just vomit all over them, and then they're green.
No, they're not green. They're just bright brown. They don't
until you get them moist, and then they become green.
They do not, Sean. But wait, this is how they become green. They become green when you use leafage, and then you cut the grass, and then they become green. They're like
they're dried field grass. If you put the block down and then use the water gun spray.
Okay, yeah. For the dry ones, for the dried field grass, then you water them, then it's just field grass. But like the ordinary soil, it's just like barren ordinary soil or ordinary soil. I never realized, Sean, I've been taking out barren ordinary soil, finding field grass from somewhere and putting it in these freaking holes, Sean, because that's what I wanted. And then today, halfway through, I accidentally used leafage on barren ordinary soil, and I was like, it just turned that into field grass. This whole time, I have been removing ordinary soil, finding field grass somewhere, and replacing
all I can say to you is, for all your terraforming needs, I would wait and proceed to follow the story until you're in the third area, and your life will be made so much easier.
Okay, in my head I know I should, Sean, but I'm like, but I got so much I want to do in this first area still. I've barely done anything.
Yeah, but well, I'm the same, and you meet some really handy Pokemon that give you some really handy tips and abilities that just makes things a little bit easier. So one of them they teach you, and you can leafage more powerfully. So you hold down the button. Yeah. You hold down the button, and rather than it just being one square, it does like several.
Okay, I was wondering about that particular thing. Yeah, I probably should just move forward with the second area. I have moved into it. I went enough into it to get the power poles so that I could, do that and fix the Pokemon Center.
Are you putting the poles up or down?
I'm sorry.
Well, you
can flip them upside down? No.
So what you do is, if you can plan out, and this is perfect for you because I know you will love absolutely this. If you can plan out the grid system that you want for the poles, if you dig a hole down under the surface, and then channel out everything that you want, but dig them deep enough so the pole just is like one block underneath the ground.
Okay.
And then channel it all out at that depth for the grid system that you want. Your electricity still works, but you never see the utility poles, so you have underground cables.
Brilliant. I never thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. Did you come up with that on your own?
Yes. And then I saw some more people doing it, and they were doing it better than I was. So I then So they were. I was literally channeling out because I think it's 5 blocks tall.
Okay.
So you have to go
Sounds about
5
right.
blocks down, which gives you the 4 blocks for the pole, and then the block to kind of make it look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So all they were doing is they were doing that just for the poles, and then going down 3 blocks for the cable, so the cables could run, so they weren't having to channel out as much. So it kind of like shortened the amount of time it took
Okay.
to do
Okay.
things.
That's brilliant. I never thought about burying the
Yeah,
pole. That makes a
and
lot of sense.
I do the same for my farms as well with water.
Okay.
So
Okay. So the
I have
water's
water.
under it.
Yeah, so I have the water running underneath in just single channels to where I want it to be, and then if I get this right, 5, like from the center, you count 5 blocks out in each direction, and then in like a like a pixelated circle
Mm-hmm.
kind of um, pattern. That's how my farms are starting to look because you can get a sprinkler that'll reach that far,
Mm.
and it doesn't have to have water going to it directly. It can just be passing underneath it. As long as it just passes underneath it, it feeds the farm.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'll move forward. Sounds like there's a bunch
And
of cool
community
stuff that
boxes.
I don't have.
Use your community boxes.
Yeah, I do. Right now, I only use it for lumber. It turns
Do
logs
you
into lumber.
yeah. So other people that can do different things.
Should I just
If
throw
you put
random stuff in there and see what happens?
yes and no. So for the ones that like do fire, so Charmander, if you put one outside Charmander's and chuck a load of squishy clay in, he'll make bricks.
Huh. There you go.
So that's what they do. You can't like if I was using them all wrong. I was like putting one community box somewhere and putting stuff in it, and I'd go back and check every now and then. I'd be like, they've done nothing with it. But what you have to do is you have to put that community box in like in the area to which they have
Yeah,
their ability.
that makes sense. Oh, I wonder.
Yeah,
I wonder if Scyther will still cut my logs because I moved him a little bit. Hmm. No,
possibly not.
possibly not. All right, be that way, Scyther. Just walk a
So,
little
but
bit.
no, I am enjoying it a lot.
Yeah,
So
yeah, me too.
I dread to think how much I played.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yes, I'm very much enjoying it. So it's been a good time, a good game. It will be like a marathon-y game for me for sure. I do wish my only complaint about it is that I wish the co-op was better. I wish it was more Minecraft-esque co-op instead of whatever this is. Um,
Yeah.
and so
Can the only thing I haven't tried is can another profile on the same Switch start a game and it be their own, or is it like
yes,
Animal?
no, we have 3 going right now, so we all have our own. Me and Noah
Oh,
and
okay,
Ariel. Yep.
cool. That's good. 'Cause I have a feeling that Emily might want this to
Sure.
play this. So
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know how the co-op is if you have a numerous Switch 2s. That might be fine. It might work great, but we don't have numerous Switch 2s, so for us it does not work great.
no, and we still yet to try the online. So
That's true, yeah. I think they need to advertise better the limitations of game share. I'm fine that they have limitations. I just think they need to tell you what those are a little bit more. Because I was excited for game share until I tried it. Let's see. What else? Oh, our cat. Our cat, Sean. You know a little bit of this saga already, but we'll start from the beginning. Last week, our cat peed blood into the litter box, which never good. And so we called the vet, and the vet was like, yeah, "Well, first off, we got to find a vet because Boo had a vet, hasn't been to the vet in a long time. We're probably horrible cat parents, but whatever. Um, and her vet retired. Our vet, her vet. Anyways, whatever. That vet retired. So we had to find a new one. We did. That was great. Nobody in our town is taking new pet patients. And so they were like, yeah, come in, tomorrow or whatever, and we'll get her checked out. So we bring her in, and Sean. So one, she hasn't left the house in like 10 years. So she's pretty freaked out just leaving the house. And then we get her to the vet, and she doesn't really like other people other than us. So they were trying to like touch her, and that wasn't working out well. So then Becca took her and put her on the scale. They got a weight, and then Becca picked her up, and the lady was like, "Well, let's see if we can, feel for other." And so then she went to like put a towel around Boo, worried about the back claws. Well, the back claws were not the issue, Sean. No, it was the it was the 4 sharp teeth that sunk deep into my poor wife's arm, a few times. Yeah, she ended up actually going to our like urgent care to get like antibiotics and a tetanus shot. At which point the vet was like, "Yeah, we can't look at her. She's not gonna happen." Which is fine. Like, I mean, I get it. I mean, she's really upset and is not gonna, she's not gonna like work. But like, if somebody calls me, Sean, and they want to partner with Habitat and like buy a house or work with us to get a Habitat house, I want to ask them a few simple questions like, how's your income in the house? Do you know what your credit score is? Those kind of things. Saves everybody a little bit of time. Not that we won't work with them if their credit score is bad, but it lets me know I got to look at this a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I feel like if your job is a vet, it might be good to be like, so what's the demeanor of your cat generally? Because I could have told them pretty simple. She gonna come in angry and pissed. But like, like nobody asked that. So I was like, well, they must have a solution for this problem. And, but they did not. Well, they did, but it was us going away, taking sedatives and then doping our cat and then bringing it back, which is fine. But like, we could have picked up the sedatives. I could have told you how this was going to go. Like, Boo don't like people on a good day. Okay. Like, she likes her people, which is like me and Becca and a little bit the kids, but just a little bit. Okay. So like this was not going to go well. It was pretty obvious. I knew that, but I just wish they would have been like, hey, how's this going to go? I mean, it's going to go crappy. So what's the solution to that? So anyways, we doped her up, and it was funny. I doped her up. They wanted me to give her 1 in the morning and then 2 a couple hours before the appointment. So the 1 in the morning was really easy because she was like, sweet, you guys are giving me awesome food. This is great. And then she realized she ain't no dummy. She realized pretty quick, like, oh, that food, they're doing something to me. So then, like, when I tried to give it to her in the afternoon, she was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm on to you. But I think she's too old, maybe forgetful. And so I set the food that she wouldn't eat. She jumped up on the couch and just like fell asleep. So then I set the plate on the couch, and she woke up like 30 minutes later, and she was like, oh, food. And I was like, you're not as smart as you think you are, Boo. So then she ate that and basically passed out. So, and then that visit was much better because she was only barely awake. So
woke up, had a nap, woke up, ate food, and then had a medicated nap.
Yep, pretty much. So we don't know what's going on. They it's kind of unfortunate. There's two paths. One, it's like a severe UTI, which can be, they already gave her antibiotics for that. Or the other side is she has kidney disease, and there's really nothing that we can do. So I mean, it's like, well, and we don't know yet. They took her blood, and we're gonna find out. We were supposed to find out today, but we didn't. So hopefully we'll find out tomorrow about that. So that's my cat saga. And Becca's got like 4 awesome like 8, maybe 12 awesome puncture rooms because of the cat. She was much nicer to the cat than I would be. When I was putting the cat in the thing the second time, because she woke up when I was putting her in the cat carrier, I was like, Boo, I was like, listen, I love you to an extent, but I do not have the grace of my wife. So I swear, if you bite me, I will punch you across this room, and I will not feel sad about
it. So basically, you offered your cat out for a fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, this is not going to go well. So, anyways, that's my cat saga for the week. Gotta love that.
Sorry. Yeah, and
Also, it was three hundred and fifty
that
dollars later, if I can say that much too. I forgot
no,
that.
that's suck.
Yeah,
Anything to do with making people better usually costs
I know.
money, and it's just
I
not
know.
good. So,
Yeah,
but the cat story is the explanation as to why, if you're listening to this, you haven't had this during the day on Monday, is
it's true.
because it's currently Monday while we're recording this. So
Hmm.
we, you know, did the right thing of being a very good husband and supported Becca, because I can imagine she's quite upset by this. So,
Yeah. Well, and really was. I didn't know what they were gonna do. I was really afraid they were gonna be like, "Yeah, you can keep her, put her down." Basically, like
mm,
she's in pain, so you can put her down because we've noticed a little bit of difference. Like, but she's old. I don't know if she's just getting old and cranky. Like at night, sometimes she'll just kind of like walk around and row, kind of mournfully. And actually, at one point, I told Beck, I was like, I wonder if she's going blind because like it just seemed like she was confused, like she didn't know where she was, and uh, and so, but they say her eyes look good, so that's not the case. So, but yeah, so we've noticed some differences on her, but nothing like horrible until obviously this. So we'll see. I'll report back.
yeah, fingers crossed. It is literally just a UTI, because you
Hmm.
like we spoke before this while I was finishing a little bit of a goop run, and you said that you've noticed an improvement. So
Yeah. I
fingers.
think she is. There is some amount of improvement. I mean, she's peeing in the litter box again. And I don't know. After she peed that blood, I didn't see any pee in the litter box. Although they said that she had to be because she was drinking, and I was like, well, okay, but I don't know where it's going, and it's not anywhere in the house because I don't smell it. So I mean, I don't know. But anyway, so now there's pee in the litter box. There's no blood in it, so that's good. So yeah, we'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have I been up to?
What have you been up
Um,
to?
I don't know what I've been up to. I do know what I've been up to. I've just been pragmatic. Um, we had a saga with a delivery driver. Again, if you've listened to stuff that we've done before, we've had issues where they put a laptop in the household waste bin, which then went away with a household waste truck.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, that's what sparked us to get the Ring doorbell, because I was absolutely livid. So, and then the Christmas just gone, we were having loads of issues with delivery drivers, Amazon and DPD specifically. Um, like leaving stuff on the doorstep at the front of the house, and then taking a picture of like just the house and saying, "We've left your item in a safe space," and it's like blatantly there in the front door, and they haven't put it in our safe space, which we've highlighted where that needs to be. So over Christmas, we were complaining left, right, and center, like, we've got home, the parcels, they've said it's in a safe space. It's not in our safe space, and we don't have the parcel, so on and so forth. We kind of, fibbed a little bit on sometimes, just to see if we could have like some compensation in terms of them
Uh-huh.
leaving it on the doorstep. But I was in bed because I was sleeping for nights. Um, and I knew we were due a delivery, so I kind of turned off the do not disturb on the Alexa in the bedroom. So then when the ring doorbell went, it would wake me up, and I would be like, I could at least look at my phone and say to the delivery driver, "Hey, I'm coming down now. I'm on nights. Just leave it at the front door.
Hmm.
That's cool. I'll grab it." And I didn't get a single, no doorbell. The door didn't get knocked or anything like that. And then I went downstairs to go and do the school run, and I opened the front door, and there was a great big set of packages there. And I was like, "What? Not even a card for the letterbox to say, sorry we missed you," kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I brought them in because they were just two duvets. We bought two single duvets because with us moving everything around bedrooms
Hmm.
wise, we needed the duvets. So I brought them in, and I looked at the doorbell footage, and the guy walks up to the front of the house. I've sent you the footage,
Hmm.
and just literally launches the package at the front door. Doesn't even knock. He barely even faces the front door as he's doing it. He's turned on his heels as he's launching the duvets to the front door. To which he tore the packaging. That's like how much he was
Oh
launching
wow.
them. That the packaging tore in his hand. walks back off across all the stones in the front of the house and the drive, not even down the path. And then on his way back to the van, turns and takes a picture of the next door neighbor's house, um, as proof of delivery. And in on the delivery note that we got as an email, it said, "We have left with your neighbor, Brown." So I like I said, "I'm not having this. This is ridiculous." So I brought the packages in, and I instantly sent a message to Amazon, like, we've had ring doorbell footage of this guy turning up and dropping the packages off. He didn't attempt to ring the doorbell, didn't knock on the door. As you can see, it's evident from the doorbell footage. Um, I've woken up because I was working nights, um, you know, to see the footage on my phone, get to the front door, and the packages out there. They're gone, been stolen. So I got a message back. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're really sorry about this. The delivery driver." This is when they sent me the picture of that he took as he was walking back to the van. "Oh, we're really sorry about this. But he says, the delivery driver says he left it with your neighbor with the last name Brown, and here is the photo for proof of delivery." And like they sent the picture of it, and it's literally of my neighbor's car in the front of the house from his van. So I messaged back and said, "As much as that's a fantastic photo of my neighbor's house and vehicle, so this doesn't show the packages, being handed or passed to my neighbor, who
Mm-hmm.
isn't Brown. Their last names is Mills and Wadeson." I was
And
like,
and it
so
wasn't even with your neighbor though, right? I mean, is that
no, it
correct?
wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Okay. I
it
just
was
want to make
just
sure I was here for the story. Okay.
yeah. So it was just left at the front of the house, and I was like, so you can clearly see that there's an issue here is that the neighbors weren't involved. There was no card left. We've got the video footage of him just chucking it at the front of the house, and we haven't got the packages. So what are you getting? So they literally this evening had messaged back and said, "Oh, like we're really sorry about this. Sorry for your inconvenience. What would you like us to send a replacement or just refund you?" And I'm like, we've had to buy other duvets because we needed them. Can we please have them refunded?
Hmm.
So, but yeah,
That is crazy. Now, I do have one question here. Is it
yep,
the common thing in the UK that delivery drivers knock?
yes. It's what they should do. I mean, we have a sticker on the front door that says use, like basically displaying the fact that we have a Ring doorbell to use.
Okay. All right. See,
So
they don't knock over here. They don't knock. They don't ring. They don't do anything. It what he did. I mean, without the chucking, there's no chucking. But yeah, they just set them at your door, and then you go and get them when you please. So
yeah,
so
but
that
then how's that secure? That's
I know we've never had anything stolen, but I mean, not to say it couldn't be. I mean, I'm sure some people have.
yeah.
My
There is unsavory characters in this town that will literally walk around looking at people's front doors just to take packages that are left there. And they
gosh.
can. It's there. It's an unsecure space, and it falls into a grey area of who takes ownership of this package that's just been left at the front of somebody's door.
Oh no, you can get totally arrested here if you do that. That's not a gray area over here. That's called being a porch pirate, and you definitely get
Oh no, no, no,
arrested if
no,
you
no, no.
grab it.
It's illegal. You are stealing something, but who's at fault in terms of it being left there? Is it the person that's receiving the package or the person delivering the package?
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I don't know what would happen. Like I said, we've never had anything stolen off of our porch. So, but I mean, I know it happens. So it's not to say like, well, that's not a problem America has. No, I know it does happen. I see it everywhere. I see it probably once every couple months on the Good Neighbor or whatever that Ring app is that they have, and somebody will be like, this guy just stole a package off of my front porch. Um, so yeah, so I do know it does happen, but I don't know. We've just never had never
Yeah.
had it happen. So yeah, and there is no knocking over here, which I thought was interesting. So.
No, it's well, they're delivering an item. How else are they supposed to get your attention that the item is there if they don't knock or ring the doorbell?
By the text message that you get from Amazon that says, "This has now been delivered."
No, you see, well, I get email notification, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, that's
I-
what it is
If
technically.
if it pinged the smart speaker to say that your package is now the package
Mm-hmm.
status is delivered, then fair enough. I'd go downstairs because that would have been helpful if it had done that because it would have woken me up and I'd have been like, oh, I didn't hear the doorbell go, but if the package has been delivered, it's been delivered. I'd go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just the fact that, like they said, that they'd left it with a neighbor, give
Yeah,
the wrong
that's really dumb.
surname. That was like there was so much lying in it. I was like, I ain't having this. As much as I don't like that we have kind of bent the truth a little bit in terms of we actually do have the duvets and we just complaining that and stating that we didn't. It's like, you know, they'll take that out on the delivery driver, hopefully. Okay, you shouldn't lie. If you're going to do a job, do it properly. It's
No,
like
I appreciate. You
it's.
shouldn't lie. Is this what the guy that's lying just said?
Oops.
You shouldn't
So,
lie. No, it's yeah, the
well, the
only
thing
issue
is,
we go ahead.
if if I if where I work, if I had been given an instruction to go and do something, and I like literally walked up to it and went, "It's there, I can look at it, woohoo!" and then walked away, and then some guy went and worked on it and ended up killing himself because I hadn't done my job properly. I know it's a bit extreme in saying it, but this is
I hear
like
you.
the scenario in terms of a piece of apparatus that I work with breaks or somebody gets injured. So it falls on me because
Mhm.
I hadn't done my job properly. So if you are a delivery driver and you don't deliver a package properly and then lie about how it's being done, yeah, do
Mm,
your job properly.
that's right.
Anyway, that's my grumpy almost 40-year-old man rant for today.
I like it. I like it. Ah, you want to talk about being almost 40? Good for you. I'm 43, I think. Pretty sure. Yes, I'm 43. And I am working or volunteering with the youth group. Sean, we played tag yesterday. My entire body hurts. My entire
so
body. I'm not
so
supposed
the
to
kid
chase after 17-year-old guys. Let me tell you. That's not supposed to
so
happen.
the big kid in you was having the time of his life. Your knees were probably screaming at you, "This ain't gonna work. Please stop."
Yeah, not they weren't then. They were fine. I was like, I'm good, just, winded, sweaty. I'm all good. But then, oh my gosh, I woke up today and I was like, my entire lower half felt like it was gonna fall off. So, whatever. I'm still here. I'm still doing it.
Amen. Amen
So,
to that.
yeah.
So you just need to do it more regular, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what's in here, Sean? Not tea.
Not tea. What
Not
is not
tea.
tea?
Not tea. Not tea is cherry limeade something or other. Something without caffeine. Because apparently the pneumonia, I've never had great blood pressure, but the pneumonia really pushed me over. So they were like, yeah, you need to do something. And I was like, they were like, you should be on pills. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to go on pills. So what's like the 5 things I need to do? And she was like, cut caffeine. And I don't know. I stopped paying attention after cut caffeine. And I was like, can we just do 4 out of 5? I was like, how about, she was like, well, yeah, if you just do 1 through 4, that'll probably be great. I was like, how about 2 through 5? Can I just do 2 through 5? She was like, no, one's a 1 for a reason. It's like probably the most important one, right below like the cardiovascular stuff they told me to do. And I was like,
Can you not? Are you not a
fine,
fan of green tea? Like green
not
iced
really.
tea?
Yeah, I mean it's not bad, but I'm fine. I'm drinking these little like I don't know powder additive things that don't have caffeine, so that's good. I'm doing
Okay,
that,
yeah,
and there's all kinds of fun flavors. Starburst
yeah.
cherry, love it. So, anyways, so yeah, I'm without tea. The first day was pretty rough. First day was pretty rough. She told me she was like, "You should taper off." I was like, "Nah, if I'm doing this, I'm just doing it." So.
You need to quit caffeine. Yeah, okay, done. What next?
Sean. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly how I did it. And the first day was not my favorite day of life, but we made it. We made it
You,
through.
did you get really bad headaches after 24
Yeah,
hours?
yes, I did. And ibuprofen did nothing for them. Absolutely
No.
freaking nothing. It's the
The
worst.
only thing that ever cures a caffeine withdrawal headache is caffeine. There
Yeah,
is
well,
absolutely nothing that touches it.
yeah. So
Oh.
No, I had headaches for probably like 3 days, but like the last 2 were manageable and it was okay. The first day was
It
not
just
great
feels
at
like it's
all.
here, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It was
"Urgh."
it and then it just pisses me off because I'm like, God, it really is a drug and I'm freaking addicted to it. Dang it. I hate this thing. Now I hate it. So,
Yeah. See, that's why I just have the one coffee. I have the one coffee on a morning, apart from today, where I've had to have a second one because after the fire training and having a really big tea of like salad and chicken mince and stuff like that, my body was starting to digest food and I was getting very, very sleepy. So I
mhm.
had to have, I had a second coffee, but I didn't have a, usually I just have one skull crusher, like I grind the beans myself kind of thing, but I
Mhm.
just had an instant one. So hopefully when we're done this today, I'll actually be able to go to sleep. If not, then Pokemon Crossing, because I still can't say it right. We'll be getting some hammer. So
That's great. Yep. So I broke the addiction after about 5 days, and I was like, "Well, can I have coffee, or can I have tea at all?" And she was like, "Well, if you can keep it down to just like 2 cups." So then I do one of these at 3 because that's about the time when I really need it, and then I end with like a cup of hot tea. So that's what I'm
yeah,
down to.
can you not get decaffeinated iced tea?
Shut up, Sean. Yes, you can, but why would you ever in the entire world get decaffeinated iced tea?
Look, look, coming from the person that literally has a cup that says "death before decaf." Um,
Yeah, thank you. I totally agree. Like, what? Why the
if
heck am I gonna get tea if it's decaf? Might as well just drink water.
yeah, but then it's tea flavored. Would you not? Are you not drinking it for the flavor, or are you drinking it for the caffeination?
No, I'm drinking it some but the flavor's different. There's a weird flavor to decaffeinated tea. It does not taste the same. It almost, and it's kind of filmy. That's how I can always tell. People always like, "How you don't know it's decaffeinated?" I was like, "Yeah, I do," because it's like I don't know. It leaves like almost a film on your tongue. It's very strange, and I don't know why that is, or I don't know what, but like you can just take. It's like I don't know. It's like thicker almost. It's really strange, but I can definitely always taste, and it's not because I'm like. Oh, I didn't get my caffeine. It's just I can just taste the difference, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is or why, but I can. And so yes, I could drink decaffeinated tea. I could also, jump off a skyscraper, but I don't do either because neither one is really that great. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah.
Fair
But
enough. I can't do. I don't like. Yeah, when somebody orders, if I'm with somebody and they're getting a coffee, it's like, "Oh, can I have a decaf?" I'm like, I look at them as if to say, like, as if they have just offended me in the worst way possible. It's like, why? Why are you doing it? Coffee isn't the greatest, especially if you're using freeze dried instant coffee. Isn't the greatest tasting stuff in the world anyway. It's freaking awful, and you're gonna drink that decaffeinated. So not only are you drinking brown, bitter, horrible liquid, but you're also drinking it for no benefits at all.
yeah, yeah. So, so yeah, I do my one glass at 3, and now I have my cup of Earl Grey tea that I like to end the day with. So,
Earl Grey is a good tea.
yeah. So,
Mm.
so
That's a
that's
good
my
5 minute brew tea.
mhm,
We have to leave it for 5 minutes, let it really steep.
yep. So, so yeah,
Mm.
that's my thing, man. I've had so much happen this week. It's kind of crazy. So, and I'm back to exercising. Hopefully not with 17-year-olds again, but I will again. But that, and so
The thing is, it at 42, almost 43, because it's 43 in
I think I'm
August
gonna
now.
be 43. Yeah, I always forget though. I keep saying going on 50 only because it pisses Becca off, and that makes me kind of chuckle just a bit.
Is that because she's the same age as you?
No, she's like 2 years younger. I don't know why it makes her upset. I have no idea,
Oh.
but I chuckle every time I do it, so it's fun for me. So.
See, me and Lindsay were born in the same year. She's an August baby, like you,
Hmm.
and I'm a December baby. So, like, I always joke that she's the older one and
Hmm.
she's a cradle snatcher. But
Hmm.
you know, and I have a sugar mama.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, but she definitely looks like she's a lot bit younger than me, and I definitely look like I'm almost 40. So, um, oh, what else have we done? We had fire training today. I think I said that
Mm.
for the reason why I've been tired. It was good fun. We had a live casualty scenario, which was always nice. Um, we had Well, when I say live casualty, it wasn't. They weren't hurt,
Uh-huh.
but when you're rescuing a dummy, you kind of just go in and you're like, oh wow, grab the dummy, pull it out, way, let's go.
Oh, okay.
But when it's alive, when it's somebody
Okay.
pretending to be unconscious,
I
you
get it. I
know,
didn't understand
you
it
just
before, but now I get it.
yeah. So the scenarios, somebody was working in a switch room. They'd been electrocuted. There was fire and smoke. We got the call. So I sent you the video of us, the
Mm-hmm.
blues and twos. The crew like wouldn't normally take the ambulance. Well, we would have done actually for an electrocution. We'd have took the ambulance on the fire engine. So we took them both. Got there and they'd used like a proper synthetic smoke machine. So when we went into the switch room, it was pitch black, full of smoke, which was great.
That's awesome.
So to use the proper thermal imaging camera that we have, like, and then this really big long like fiberglass hook, like you slide underneath somebody that's like been electrocuted and drag them away. So then you
Okay.
can get your
Yeah.
hands to them without risking your own life with
Mm-hmm.
electrocution. And then dragging them out, which was good. It was all good fun. I felt sorry for the person that was being dragged around
I did.
because she had me and one other guy, like one hand under one armpit, one hand under the other armpit, and we literally just turned around and just dragged her like she was a sack of potatoes to the door.
I'd have been like, watch out what you're doing with that hook. Okay. I'm not actually
Yeah,
electrocuted. All right.
yeah. No, her words were that, and it was somebody else that used the hook part. I was with the tick, so I was number one. Um, we were actually quite gentle with the hook. It was
Oh,
the dragging her out afterwards and nearly chucking her in a puddle that she didn't like. So
did you
that
get to
was
play
that.
with
Yeah.
foam this time? I love the
No,
time
no
you got to
foam.
play with foam. No foam because it wasn't real fire. It was an electrocution. I get it.
Mm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to put wet things on things
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
boom and sparkles.
Yeah.
Invisible death doesn't like water.
Yeah. I love the foam picture though. I'll never forget it. It was so funny. You guys were like waist deep in foam. That was hilarious.
Yeah. So that was today. I bought myself a new tool. If you want to like, you want to go
Oh
that
yeah.
route.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the push start electric driver because we've now got all the furniture apart from one bed, which is coming on the 27th, I believe. So I have a lot of IKEA furniture to put together, and I am not doing it with a normal screwdriver because I have pretty hardy skin on my hands, but getting the blisters in the middle of the palm from holding the screwdriver and twisting it, I don't want that. So
Yeah.
I borrowed
Plus,
when I was helping Lindsay's dad take her grandma's kitchen apart. He had one of these, and it was great. So I thought for £40, I'm going to treat myself. So
nice. I like it. So
and
when
now I've been
does
using it
the
for everything.
when does build day start?
Um, I think I'm at work Thursday night, and then I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then it's bad week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Monday morning we're gonna start. So that'll be the 20 something.
The
Can't remember.
23rd. Is that right?
No, 30th.
Oh, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 30th, Monday the 30th, is when we start stripping the bedroom upstairs out. So we take everything out of it, strip it all down, bring the wardrobe that's up there is coming down into the room in the middle. The wardrobe that's in the room in the middle is going. The bed frame needs all stripping and breaking down. So that's the plan. So the 30th is like the day it starts. And
It's gonna be a
hopefully
work
I
day.
have a week. I have a week to
Okay.
strip 2 rooms out, decorate 2 rooms, and rebuild all the furniture and get things mounted on walls and stuff. So
I mean, a week's a good amount of time, but that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff.
Yep.
But, yeah.
So, and it's all being put back by 24 hours because I think we have Lindsay's grandma coming and stopping with us one night. So we need the rooms as they are so we can house all the children.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll get done. It's excited. We have opted to paint one of the walls in the bedroom that Logan's going into black because he's got we've got this really cool neon sign that says like "Game On" or something, called Game Zone.
Cool. Yeah,
that's going on the dark wall,
and
then he's got some really cool like red hexagonal, like the hexagon tiles behind you, but it's like that kind of pattern bedding. So we're going to get some wallpaper that's like pretty. It'll contrast with the black and the lights and the red. So yeah, we've got it. It's all coming together. The plan's there, the furniture's there, and stuff. I just need to get on with it. And hopefully, like as I'm doing it, nothing goes wrong, and I end up having to battle and correct things. So
yeah, hopefully everything goes together well, right? I mean, IKEA usually does. Their furniture usually is pretty good about that. It's always when you get the like cheaper stuff that drives you insane because it doesn't fit or the holes weren't drilled exactly correct, and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, and we don't have to modify it. We were looking at one of the items, and we were like, we wanted to get 2 poles in it, but they didn't have any holes lower down to put poles in. So I just said to Lindsay, "So what I'll do is I'll just put a screw in the hole at the top and pull a piece of string down to where we think it is. Use a spirit level and a piece of string to make sure that the holes are lined up and straight, and then I'll just drill the holes and mount the rail as it would be at the top and just buy a second rail." But we bought a different system because that's what they are at IKEA, isn't it? The systems rather than so.
Yeah.
So we bought a different system which allows to have 2 poles in. So
okay, very cool. I only have one more story. I swear, there's so many stories. This is my last story. Noah's in Anne of Green Gables this week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He's got plays. He'll be very glad when this play is over. He's feeling it. He's trying to bowl as many games as he can for state coming up in like a month, literally a month. It's April 17th. Then he's got Willy Wonka, and now he's got Anna Green Gables. So Sunday was tech rehearsal, which is like 4 hours. They try to run through the show a couple times. Everybody's costumed up and all that jazz. Sean, I don't know what happened here. Okay. Actually, there's not a lot of people who do because almost everybody needed to be on stage. It was like one of the few where most characters were on stage. And the curtain was closed. The director, who was like on stage kind of getting stuff around, accidentally stepped too far and fell off the stage into the pit. Didn't even like fall on the, like the orchestra pit. So like it wasn't the normal like just like stage to floor. It was like stage to however far down the pit goes. I don't even know. She broke her pelvis.
That's a bad break. That's like a bleed out break.
Well, she's okay. She's having surgery today, but I don't know what that looks like. That's what Noah was like. She's like, how does that work? I was like, I have no idea, buddy. I don't know how you have surgery for a pelvis. I don't know what you do. I was like, I do not know. I hope I never have to find out, to be honest, pal.
You have to, because of how the pelvis is made up, is like it's 2 completely different sides. If you look at if you were to look at the shape of your pelvis and where it joins at the bottom and joins at the top, they are 2 completely different entities, just held together with like ligaments and cartilage and stuff like that. So when you have major trauma to it, they tend to break at the bottom and separate, or they break depending on obviously where the trauma is. But it can snap, but because there's quite a lot of blood vessels in the bone of the pelvis, it's a really bad break. Like it can be a life altering kind of ending break.
Well,
kind of
Becca
break
was
that
like,
was.
she was like, I don't know how she's doing. I was like, she's like, they took her in an ambulance, and she was like, I have no idea. I mean, she was legit concerned for her life. She was like, she was like, it seemed bad, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I feel bad. I mean, obviously, I feel bad for her just because one, she's got to go through all this stuff, but then also uh, because she's put so much work. I mean, she's been working on this show for like, I don't know, 7 probably 7 weeks. I think it's 2 months to production. So like 7 weeks, probably 2 to 4 hours a night, basically, with this crew. So and I can't imagine she's gonna be back by Friday. So
No.
yeah, so
Ow.
yeah, it's a bummer that she won't get to see it come to fruition.
That's a big. Wow. It's a big fall.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm assuming she'll have just gone either backwards or sideways.
Yeah, I'm guessing she went back. There was only a few people, and it doesn't sound like anybody. Like basically, it's one of those things where it's like you're either on stage. If you're not on stage, you're in the like seating area waiting to be on stage. And most everybody was in back on stage waiting for the curtain to open for whatever scene this was. And the few people who weren't seemed like they weren't really like paying attention to her. You know, they were just like on their phone or whatever. So like nobody seems to have like a real idea of like how it happened. So yeah, but it
Ow.
was
Well,
definitely pretty crazy.
I hope speedy recovery
Yeah,
and
right.
all is well. Because wow.
Yeah. So that's my last crazy thing that happened this week. I promise. Everything else was just normal. That's all.
Everything else is just plain old regular. So, I did have one other thing that I wanted to kind of
Do it.
to talk about, and that's the other little video I sent you about the whole weather thing.
Yeah.
Like, why is there a temperature where, you know, today it's going to be 5 degrees, but it feels like -1?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it's
Mm-hmm.
freaking -1, not yeah. I don't understand that. And it was a TikTok video that I came across, and I was giggling to it, and I showed Lindsay, and she went quiet, and then she comprehended it, and she was like, "No, I completely agree. It's bizarre. Why is there a feels like? Yes, if the wind is blowing and making it colder than it actually is, it's actually that cold."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I never really like. I just take it at face value, I guess. But I mean, you're not wrong. Like you're not wrong. Like I guess I've just been, it's like one of those things. Somebody told me it, and so I was like, sure, okay, let's just go with that. Yeah. But I don't disagree. I mean, that's what we always tell the kids, right? It's like, oh, you got to look at the feels like. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, dress
So
for the feels like,
yeah,
not for the
exactly,
sunshine.
exactly, yeah,
That's one of the best things I like to say to Logan when he looks outside and goes, "Yeah, but it looks sunny." I was like, "It might look sunny, but there's ice on the cars. Like, don't be fooled. The sun is really far away at the moment because it's winter. It's doing nothing."
yeah, yeah.
So,
I wonder how they know what the real temperature is. Like how do they isolate from the wind like a little like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So how do you know?
um,
How do you know the
I don't know
actual
because
temperature?
if you put a thermometer outside, it would the effects of the wind would hit the thermometer.
You would think, yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. So I don't know.
And I ain't no meteorologist. Is it a
Yeah,
meteorologist that does the weather?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Definitely. There. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, it is. So another thing about the wind, Sean, that I actually didn't look up, but I said I was going to. We were in line for a concert, and I was in. We were. It was in Grand Rapids, and so it was kind of like in between two larger buildings. It's not a huge city, but it's definitely bigger than anything around us. And so we're in between two larger like buildings. One's the arena we were going to be in, and then some other buildings over here. And the wind, man, just tunneled straight through those two buildings, and it was so much colder than what we thought it was. But here's the thing that I didn't understand, Sean. I have 300 people in front of me. Like at least that's a conservative estimate. How am I still getting hit with the wind? That's what I was like. I legitimately, I was going to ask chat and I just never did. Like, how if there's 300 people in front of me, how am I still being hit with the wind? I don't understand. It made no sense to me. I should have been fine. Should have been the guy in the front that gets all the wind. I don't know how it
This is
works.
true.
I don't know.
Wind is
Weather's
crazy.
weird. So
Weather is weird. If we can leave on that sentiment for this week, then I'm happy.
there you
Weather
go.
is weird. And you've had some weird weather. You've gone from like freezing cold to hail to rain to wind to
Tornadoes.
hurricane tornadoes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we
To
had
looking at
some really
watching out
bad
for
ones over here.
tacos.
Yeah, we had some really bad ones over here. And yesterday, I would just like to point out it was 65 degrees, and now there's probably a quarter inch of snow on the ground. So that's welcome to Michigan. That is like
No wonder you end
legitimately
up so
not a
ill.
joke.
Your weather is like ours. It's just more extreme. Like it's
Yeah.
been nice here. It's been sunny. Like 11 degrees Celsius. I don't want to do the maths for the Fahrenheit because we do
Yeah,
this
it's
all
fair.
the time.
That's fair. Yeah.
But like 11 degrees Celsius for one day, and then the day after it was just downpour of rain.
Mm-hmm.
So like we had the somewhat warm and sunny to the somewhat cold and wet, but you've had the somewhat warm and hot to let's dig out the summer wardrobe because it's eventually
Mm-hmm.
here, and then all of a sudden it's wait, no, let's go and get all our Canadian clothes back out.
Yep. Yeah, exactly, man. No, it's I mean, it's nothing new for Michigan though, so like anybody who lives here isn't like blown away by it. But the tornadoes are a bit crazy. That's not something that happens every year, but
Yeah, I had a full blown argument with Logan about tornadoes and hurricanes the other day because it was quite windy here. He was like, "What does this like? Is this what a hurricane feels like?" I was like, "No, this isn't a hurricane. This is a tornado." I said, "No, this is just a high wind. It's nothing to do." So what happens if we get a tornado? So we don't get them here. It's like, but we could. So no, we couldn't. We couldn't get them here. He's like, yeah, but we could. It's like, but we can. We don't have the the weather system to formulate tornadoes. It's just we don't have that. We're not a big enough island with different weather fronts from east to west or north to south. And it just doesn't happen. Yeah, but it could. See, it could not. I'm telling you that I'm scientifically giving you the reason why it does not happen. Stop arguing with me. It was like, yeah, I get that, but it still could. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever.
you're like, shut up, bitch.
I
You're
am
like
done with this conversation now.
you're like, listen, I don't know how to tell you this in a nice way, but they tell me not to argue with an idiot, and you're being an idiot right now. Okay, good. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it doesn't like being called that.
No,
So,
you never. Don't call your kid an idiot. Don't do it. We wouldn't do that.
no, it's not nice.
In our
It's
head,
not
we
nice.
think, why are you
Oh,
doing
in my head,
this?
I've called them all sorts of evil things, little tiny children of mine that I love ever so dearly.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
have you guys had Mother's Day?
Oh yeah. That was no, we haven't. No, sorry. Oh yeah. We definitely have not. No.
No.
That was
So
great how I like had this conversation in my head and then realized I was completely wrong.
so your time zone's already changed, but you haven't had Mother's Day. We've had
Correct.
Mother's Day, and our time zone hasn't changed. Why is it so backwards? But
I
no,
don't
it was
know.
Mother's Day on Sunday. I was at work. Logan took Lindsay to a wildlife park for the day with my cat. So
Ooh, fun.
yeah, I
With
am
your
poor now.
I'm poor now.
No, they I paid for them to go. It was Mum's Go free, so I just had to pay for Logan to go.
Oh, okay.
And then they booked into the like restaurant that was there, and I said I'd pay for their meal and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very nice. They did bring me back some rum raisin fudge though, which was nice.
Ooh, that sounds really good. I'm ready
Yeah.
for fudge, yeah. Nope, when is Mother's Day for us? I should know. It would be helpful if I did. But it's not for like another month. Because I know that our Mother's Day is not the same, but our Father's Day is. So
Yeah.
I remember this about our life. The 10th. May 10th.
May 10th. Wow, that's a
Yeah.
long way off.
Yeah. So we keep our Mother's Day and our Father's Day close. Only a month apart ish. So, I'll be in Universal on Father's Day, having a good old time. So that's fine. I'm very happy
I'm
with
so
where I'll
jealous.
be. So,
Cool.
that's all
Well,
I got.
yeah, I think that's kind of about sums it up. I don't know how long we've gone for because it
We've gone
feels
a
like we've
while.
gone.
We're at 53 minutes already.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Well, oh dear again. um, I tell you what, just because we've had the scenario where Boo's been unwell and stuff like that, I haven't got a dad topic as per se that I can pull off the top of my head.
Hey,
Um,
I'm good.
Wednesday.
I got to talk to you about all the crazy week I had. So I'm, I mean, about the 7 different weird things that happened in my life, all in 1 week.
Yeah. So I will give it a good think, and I will potentially ask the Discord that and the Nintendo as well if anybody has anything. So if any of you are listening to this, drop if you've had something go off or there's a subject that you'd like to hear us discuss and get our thoughts on, then do that. But yeah, I think we'll leave it a one long episode again this week. Just
Sounds good.
It's late here, and I can then get this out ASAP. So
yep, Ariel will appreciate that too, because Mom and Noah are off at rehearsal, and so she's just hanging out up there. And Noah loves that. That's Noah's favorite thing in the world. He's like, you take all the time. But Ariel's not that way. She's like, but I'm gonna be all by myself. And I was like, you'll be good. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool. Well, go and be an awesome dad to Ariel and do some fun stuff, even if it is just let her watch you play Pokemon.
No, she's playing right now. She asked, she was like, can I play Pokemon? And whenever I'm down here and they're kind of stranded by themselves, I'm always like, you do whatever you want. We made cream puffs last week, Sean, with Patachoux from scratch, the whole thing, pastry cream. Shout out to my mom. She's her pastry cream recipe, and ChatGPT's Patachoux recipe. And they were really, really good. I never know. I'm always like, sis, I've never made these either, so I'm no expert, which kind of makes it always fun. But and now I have ChatGPT making a little book. So every time we do a recipe and we like it, it prints out a page. And so now we have like a Patachoux. So now she has her own little like Ariel baking book on how to make stuff from scratch. So.
Tell you what, when she gets a fair few things in that, you should get her to do some illustrations, stick them into ChatGPT, and like kind of add them to the pages, and publish it as Ariel's cookbook, and
Ariel's
then like
cookbook,
yeah.
So
and then she's almost basically she's a published baker.
There you go. Macaroons. Yeah, the cookies, not the thing with the coconut in them. I always get those two confused. There's like two. There's macarons, which I believe are the coconut things, and there's macaroons, which are the cookies with cream in the middle. So that's what we're doing this week.
Nice. I need pictures.
Yeah, I have a few. I'll send them to you. I have the cupcakes and the cream puffs.
Nice. Cool. Well, go and chill with Ariel and have some nice one-to-one time, which is always good. I'm gonna wait for the stuff to be uploaded. I'll get it all edited now, so everybody could listen to me saying that I'm going to get it all edited and send it out. While I stroke my dog, because he's been very patiently sat next to me, staring at the wall again, because shadows.
Shadows.
So yeah. Well, thank you very much, everybody listening. Thank you very much, Nick, for your time. As always, it's nice to sit and chat away. So until next week, have a good one, and we shall see you soon.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott, and you can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over, because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.